Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a great day. Today's video is going to be about getting those problematic knobby tires that come on all these Icon I60L, I40L, any of the lifted versions come with these Wanda knobby tires that seems to be no one likes because they're super loud. They wear terribly on the street. So I contacted my friends over at golfcarttiresupply.com and talked to Campbell. You want to talk to him? He knows everything there is to know about swaps and what fits and what doesn't for what size brakes you have. It's important to talk to professionals when it comes to this stuff instead of guessing, because shipping's expensive on these. But I talked to Campbell over at Golf Cart Tire Supply, and he hooked me up with some really nice DOT approved radials for the I60L that I'm going to put on here. So without further ado, I got my 3/4 inch socket. I'm going to get to jacking this thing up and start swapping these out and show you kind of the process here. The Icons run a 4-lug pattern. It's a common bolt theme. And these are the Trex wheels, which I love. They emulate the TRD off-road look. So what I'm going to do is break all these loose first and then jack up one side, replace them, and jack up the other side and replace them. It's a real easy job. So 3/4 inch deep well, you're going to want something that's real narrow, thin walled, because these wheels are very narrow. This will work great with a breaker bar, and definitely a jack stand to support the front of the golf cart or the back, because these things are very heavy. You don't want an accident to happen, jack failure. So let me get going on this, and then I'll kind of update you as I go. So at the end of the video, we'll have nice fresh rubber on the bottom of this Icon I60L and a much quieter ride and smoother ride. Okay, so I've got the back of the golf cart jacked up on the floor jack. I'm underneath the back of the differential back here, just high enough to get the tire up in the air. Okay, so I have all the lugs taken out. So now it's just a matter of pulling straight off, and that'll expose the brake caliper and the rotor. So here's the first gorgeous wheel from Trex. They really do take time in engineering and machining these wheels. They look really so you want to take the center cap, and the center cap just pops through the back like this first before you install the rim onto the hub. These look really good on here. They fit real nice, really nice into the fender area. And I'm doing this little trick with my feet. I'm kind of holding the tire steady with my feet, and then I'm using the existing lug nuts on here just to not have to open a new package. So you can see here the value in a good quality socket set. This is a nice, strong but thin walled socket, and I'm able to kind of get it right in here where you want it. You can't really go at it with a traditional lug wrench with these custom rims. You want to stick with something that's non-marred and polished, so when you tighten these on, it fits in the area where the lug nut goes. And this is a perfect tool, this breaker bar with the swivel head on it, to put these on. I don't like going at this stuff with the impact gun. Here we are on the other side. It's a good time to also inspect your brake wear. So my brake pads are pretty good here. It's only got 600 miles on the cart, but always a good time to inspect this stuff. And here's the back of the electromagnetic brake on your Icon I60L. Perfect time in the project to show the difference. Stock, which is a 2-inch smaller rim, versus the modified street tire. And I tell you, I think I know I like that look a lot better than this double cut spoke on the factory ones. They're just a little too inset and beveled for me. That looks really good. So this is a good contrast. You can kind of see, you know, new, old. It doesn't really change the aggressive styling, because the tires, and I'll link them down below, have that tread pattern on the edge on the outside, so it looks more of an aggressive, like all-weather tread setup. Let's take a look at the gap. This is your tightest spot here at the front corner. I'm sorry, I'm on the back wheel here. Back wheel. The front edge, you probably have, I got a pretty big fat hand, probably have about 1.5 inch clearance in between here for the wheel to articulate up and down. And remember, the tire's not turning left and right, so rubbing is not going to be a problem on any of this. Back here, you got a bunch of room, about 3.5, 4 inches. So these fit really well. While we're on the topic of this, these are 23 by 10 R14. So that's the size of these tires. I'll show a close-up. 23 by 10.00 R14. So I've got the front left tire taken off. This is where I jacked it up at. There's a cross member right there. My little buddy's helping me out today. And that's where it's going up, right in the center, so it gets both tires up off the ground. Okay, I'm gonna go to wide here on the front and show you this first front wheel is installed. No rubbing anywhere. I'm full steering to the left. And if I bring it to the right, we have full steering to the right, full clearance all the way around. No rubbing. So these DOT approved tires, these are the Comfort Glide series by Trex. They feel very nice. I do want to note your max speed rating on these is 30 mile an hour. So if you do the mod that I did on my videos probably about a year ago where you adjust the controller, you're gonna be right in spec with the max speed rating on here. Here's a nice look at the tread pattern. It's a very nice tread, a nice quiet tread. So here I am on the last tire, front right, and everything went completely flawlessly with this install. I was really kind of thinking, you know what, not a lot, because no one's really done the Icon like mods videos, at least not people that haven't been like paid by Icon. I feel like, I don't know if they do that, but I feel like I haven't seen many videos, so I'm gonna try to do a couple more on my series here. And one thing I wanted to note with this stuff is I'm gonna plug golfcarttiresupply.com again, because when I was originally looking for wheels and tires, it was pretty, you don't really know that these hubs are a universal size until you start talking to professionals. And when I talked to Campbell over at Golf Cart Tire Supply, he's like, I can send you a link of everything that will fit on your golf cart, which was fantastic. So he sent me over one link. I was able to kind of pick and choose what I wanted, what combo I wanted, what price point I wanted to stay in, and pretty much had my hand held the whole time, which is why I keep going back to them. I think this is my third set of rims and tires I bought from them, and every single time it's like super easy to deal with, and I always deal with the same guy over there. So there's a link down below in the description to get this set of wheels and tires and also check them out. So here's a look under the cart one last time before I take it off the jack and get these things torqued. Here's a nice shot of it with the new wheels on it. It looks fantastic. I love this style. Go look up the Forerunner TRD off-roads. They look just like this. Looks really, really good. I gotta say, that's night and day. The sound, you don't hear anything. Definitely a silent ride. Oh yeah, I'm very happy with this. Very, very happy. If you guys have an Icon I60 and you're tired of all that road noise and you just drive it on the street, this is absolutely the combo to get. Okay, just got back from its maiden voyage, and I'll tell you what, this is probably the best upgrade you can do to this golf cart if you just drive it on the street. The tires are very, very quiet. And I'll tell you quite honestly, it makes the steering wheel turn a lot easier. Those knobby tires aren't grabbing the ground at a bunch of different points and creating friction. This kind of glides across the ground when you're at a stationary stop and you're trying to turn the wheel lock to lock. That was one of my big complaints with this thing, is the steering was just very tight. My wife had a hard time kind of steering it when it was stopped, just because of the nature, I think, of the tires. This probably made it 50% easier to steer. So again, I want to thank Campbell at Golf Cart Tire Supply. If you guys need tires for your golf cart, there really should be no other place to look besides golfcarttiresupply.com. They're going to hook you up. They're going to get you the right set of wheels and tires that'll actually fit your cart. They're also going to be able to tell you, the best thing about their website is they have this whole thing where you get on there and you'll tell it, is it lifted? Is it not lifted? What's the make? It'll tell you what fits and what doesn't fit. So that's the best thing about it. So you're not ordering tires and then having to send stuff back because it doesn't fit or it rubs. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll get you in the next video. Later.